Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapter 137, entitled The Meeting. It was a strange sight. The man was simply taking a walk. Yujiro walking down the street. Everybody's looking, shaking, snapping their heads at him. But the other people walking on the side, no matter if they were male or female or how old they were, all of them suddenly froze for an instant. He's just taking a walk. To put a good example, a young impala is getting around alone in the savannah, and all of a sudden, unfortunately, he comes across a young cheetah, the fastest of the fast creatures alive, who can dash to 70 miles per hour as his top speed within only 4 seconds. Now, what would you do in this situation? You would have no option but to escape by doing your specialty, the zigzag run. However, the little impala does not run. The misfortune that fell on him, this desperate situation, makes his body cringe in fear, and he can't even make a single step. But the cheetah is not interested in hunting him, and when eventually he's out of range, he finally starts running away. What was happening here in the crowd was exactly the same phenomenon. Something extraordinary that this man possesses that's in a different stratus from ordinary people. His fighting skills, his spiritual power, his physical strength, his presence, or maybe all of the above. He made a complete stranger cringe in fear. A man who has just walked past him, just seen him for the first time, who has never even heard of his name, or knowing the amazing stories about him. The 60 trillion cells of this man reacted before he could realize it. What an imposing presence to have on people. All you need to do is walk by or be in their midst in order to make them quake in their boots. Like, that's crazy. So Doppo's seen here. I'm assuming they're in the same. Yeah, so they ended up crossing paths. I wonder if they intentionally met up. Now everyone's looking shocked. Let's have a fight. It doesn't look like you want to ask me that with a smile anyway. And of course, that's all Yujiro's interested in is fighting. Sorry about that. Ogre, there's a good place here. Do you have a minute? You want to know what I think about it? As I remember, well, back then, if you have never said those words, no wonder why no one, either me, Baki, or your own father wants to fight seriously with you. My only son, Katsumi, would have been stuck at the way he was back then. So those words really sparked a fire in Katsumi's being. And another testament to just awesome art. Like, this scene of this image wasn't necessary. Him making this drink wasn't necessary. And then the background, look at the background. Like, there's almost labels on all of these bottles. Like, you could almost compare these to actual bottles and be like, oh, that's such and such. That's crazy to me. All right. This is one of the finest drinks in the world, the Diaka vodka, filtered with 100 diamonds of 1 carat each. Enjoy its delicate flavor. Yujiro lifts his fingers, taps the bar, sending the drink in the air, and then he snatches it up, I guess just to show I don't have to be careful with something like this. I'm not a normal person. Doppo looks shocked, downs it with ease, not taking into account its delicate flavor. He took it like a shot, sits the glass back down. A weak kitty can turn himself into a strong lion. I'd say it's quite an accomplishment for a half-assed preppy, that is. But mark my words, karate god Orochi Doppo, you guys are making a fatal mistake. Now, on these words coming from Yujiro, you guys are making a fatal mistake. If I had to guess, I would have to go with the fatal mistake of them teaching Pickle these moves. Pickle has picked up everyone's techniques, everyone he fought. Like, if that fist bump thing was supposed to be Pickle copying Yujiro's technique, then he picked it up in an instant. And then even then later on, he gave Baki that same fist bump. Then he took Retsu's kicks and was using those kicks. And I'm telling you, if he takes Katsumi's mock fist, it's over with. Because Pickle's fist, all right, so the problem with Katsumi's mock fist was that his body couldn't handle breaking the sound barrier. Katsumi's hand and extremities like exploded as they passed through the sound barrier. But Pickle doesn't have that issue. Pickle's bones are far denser, far thicker, far heavier than Katsumi's are. So I feel like if Pickle decides to try and use that mock fist, he's gonna succeed with it and destroy someone. Chapter 138, his sphere. You guys are making a fatal mistake. You're right, Ogre. And that actually shocks Yujiro. Look at his face. What? I'm right? You knew, huh? You're very clever, Doppo. But it's too late anyway. I can't do anything but blame myself. I might have been too indulgent with him for being my only son. Hey, talking to the bartender. Yes, sir? A 10-year-old Port Ellen. Sure, right away, sir. How would you like it? On the rocks? New York style? Just hand me the bottle. Look at this man. I couldn't deal with looking at somebody like this. Like, are you Lucifer himself? What's going on? Goodness, huh? So Yujiro turns this bottle upside down. You have got to be kidding me. Are you serious? How do you just twist open? All right, so I believe we saw Oliva turn over a bottle like this in previous chapters when Baki was pissing him off. Right after Baki had pissed him off by using those words against him. And I believe Oliva smashed his bottle into the table. But for Yujiro to show such finesse to be able to twist the bottom off of glass, he didn't shatter anything. Nothing shattered. Like he had to have gripped the mess out of this bottle in order to twist it like this, but to not shatter the bottle, man, what the? Turns this over, pours this full bottle of scotch, I think so, 10-year-old port, into a giant beer mug. He can't be serious to drink scotch in a mug. That thing is 70% alcohol. He'll pass out in a few minutes. Turns this thing up, drinks it like it's water. He looks like Thor trying to get drunk, and he just couldn't do it because his body wouldn't allow him. Wow, that's what I'm saying. Whew. So you say. You have been too indulgent. Yes, that's true. I was dazzled by the growth of my son Katsumi. I was so amazed I lost myself. With my son growing on a triple jump, leaping right in front of my eyes way too fast. I lost the sense of my sphere as a martial artist. Never go easy, even on your own parent, son or brother, you might say. I've been teaching, no, I've been boasting a group of fighters, and so we all became anything beside ourselves for this sweet tale of development. The strongest karate on earth. Who's gonna buy that nonsense BS? Yujiro lights this cigarette and just inhales it. Are you serious? One hit? Just dragon's breath. Just exhales a whole cauldron of smoke. Just what in the world? You said it all. The poor bartender coughing and dying. The saline wall, the immobile geological layer of 1,000 meters thick that lies deep underneath Colorado, where this ancient warrior stayed dormant for 190 million years. A creature such as that came to life in these modern times. How would you interpret this? Doppo, show it to me. Can I have a pen and paper, please? Yes, sir. This is what it comes down to. 190 million is the time Pickle spent asleep. 50 is the number of years, though it varies between individuals, that we can stay active in our fighting career. The answer is 1 and 3.8 millionth. So they divided this 190 million by 50 to get that 3.8. Well, I heard that from a mathematical point of view, when the probability is less than 300,000th, it can be regarded as a 0. Doppo taps the paper. This doesn't have a possibility of happening. 1 in 3.8 million, when 1 in 300,000 is supposed to be considered improbable. And this number is not a coincidence. They look super cool walking down the street. I really like when Yujiro has somebody beside him that he holds in high regard, or at least has respect for. Like, I like seeing him talk to Captain Stridum. I like seeing him talk to Retsu and Doppo. When Yujiro ripped off Ryu Kaio's face and Retsu came out and was like, Yujiro, it's me and you now. Yujiro got excited because he respects Retsu. He knows Retsu can bang. He was ready to fight Retsu. Go ahead and keep enjoying your karate parties. But I have the feeling that something immense is about to happen. The man upstairs has just decided this is the right time to see who's the strongest creature alive. So now we're back to Baki's little hut or house, and he's inside. Looks like he's working out or training, sweating up a storm. Amazing. This has never happened before. It looks like he's trying to conjure up Pickle's essence or aura. I can't regenerate his aura, not even a trace of it. Pickle, you're stronger than Yujiro. Yeah, that's what I like to see. So Baki believes that Pickle's stronger than Yujiro. I need to know if Yujiro and Pickle are gonna get to fight, man. Like, I would love to see that. I honestly, in all honesty, don't want Baki to body Pickle. Like, I want Yujiro to have to fight that man, but I don't know. We'll see what happens next. I don't know who's about to fight him now anyway. But anyway, nice couple chapters of Baki, son of Ogre. It was nice to see Yujiro speaking with Doppo on an even keel. It was nice to see him rip open that bottle like that too. That was crazy. Leave a comment below. What was your favorite part of these couple chapters? Hit the thumbs up on this video. Check out the links in the description for the next videos. Also, check out the links on the screen at the end of the video for the subscription. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, as well as check out the Pickle Gaiden video if you haven't already done so. Leave a thumbs up on that video if you guys want me to make another long special like that. Check out the playlist if you're a new subscriber and would like to catch up. Share with your fellow otaku. Let's try to continue growing the community. And as always, otaku for life.